लिक्विड हीलियम होता है हाइड्रोजन ट्रू। एमआरआई स्कैन में हाइड्रोजन इस्तेमाल किया जा सकता है। एमआरआई स्कैन में will be cheaper than lithium. Aluminium will be cheaper than lithium. This is correct. Faster than lithium. This may be wrong. Maybe first. माली ट्यूनीशिया नहीं है, सेकंड हटा दीजिए। दाफुमुत्तु हाँ ये तो करेक्ट। Suez Canal is the fastest way. Wait a minute. So, one clarification that I would like to make is wait, 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 wait. All right. So, one clarification that I would like to make at this point is that in this road to UPSC, that is the final push. As you can see, that I am not making any notes. Basically, this Union Island, Union Banks being here. What I want to do is at this point is that I just want as many questions to be read as possible, and I will just try to remember them all. And if they seem to be very important, then only I will note them. But the main motive is not to just understand and have everything in the mind. Basically, more so, all I want is to see all of the questions that have been asked in different coaching institutions, so that maybe I catch something within the question paper. At this point, only that is the strategy, and it does not matter what it is. All I had to do is just to memorize it, because in the 20 days that are remaining, memorization can be done and is a very viable strategy, and that is how I plan to clear this prelim. Now the base has been created for a long time. In the last 5 days, the base will be revised, and everything that have been memorized uh, earlier meaning that the coming 15 days. So that has been the strategy, and that will be the strategy in the next 15 days. As many questions as I can, and as many times as I can. All that is all what matters. Spending less and less times on the questions and their answers, just reading their answers and then moving forward from that, so that most questions are seen. That's all. That is the strategy.
Electric cars are lower maintenance than their internal combustion engine siblings. They have fewer things that can go wrong.
My phone battery died. So just emptiness like in my heart. As you guys cannot hear me, as you guys cannot see me, my voice is here to keep you company. So basically, you cannot see me. Yeah. Oh well. So basically, we are trying to read this. The mic is more powerful, right? Yes. Okay, so you might be hearing an echo. Ooh, that's sad. So wait, so basically I can just turn off this music. Music can be turned off. Ugh. So Galvani said, well, I immediately just got off my strategy and I'm searching what is Danielle cell. I just wanted to know how the zinc electrode just gave. So there is a reversible reaction or some shit. Yeah, all right. All right, so we get that. Then we have to see how lithium batteries work. Again, lithium battery working, and then we go. Uh, yeah, again and again.
Negatively charged. It's crazy that every second you use your smartphone, there is a chemical reaction, like a baking soda volcano happening inside of it. It looks like a solid device without many moving parts, but it's true. Inside the battery, there's a chemical reaction that is continuously running, and without it, your phone would just be dead, which is something we're all familiar with.
Just right now,
Let's
my
investigate
lithium-ion
this
battery just
lithium
ran
ion
out of
battery. How does it
fucking
power your smartphone?
charge.
What happens when you recharge it? And probably what we're all
This is a
wondering,
very, very good
why
video.
does your battery die earlier and earlier in the day? To answer these questions, let's open up this battery and look inside. So first, how does your battery power your smartphone? Let's start from what we know. All batteries have a positive terminal and a negative terminal and supply power or electricity to our portable devices. So electricity is essentially a flow of electrons in our smartphone. Electrons which are negatively charged flow from the negative terminal and run things like the speakers or the display and then end up in the positive terminal. So then, where does this flow of electrons come from?
Chemical
Well, this is a
reaction.
lithium-ion battery, so the electrons come from the element lithium. At the negative terminal, which is technically called the anode, lithium is stored between layers of carbon graphite, similar to the graphite in your pencil. Graphite has a nifty crystal structure of layered planes that allows the lithium to be wedged in between each of the layers. The technical term for this is intercalation. Graphite functions as a kind of like stable storage space for lithium atoms.
All right.
Okay, moving on. One inherent property of the element lithium is that it doesn't like its outermost electron, and it wants to give it up. When there is an available path from the negative terminal to the positive terminal, this electron separates from the lithium and starts heading to the other side. At the same time, the lithium leaves the graphite and becomes positively, or +1 charged, and is now called a lithium ion. FYI, an ion is just a fancy word for an atom who has lost or gained an electron and thus is charged. When a lot of lithium atoms leave the graphite at the same time, a flow of electrons is built up. So, let's now jump to the positive terminal, which is technically called the cathode. Here we have cobalt,
Ah,
which has lost some electrons to oxygen.
that is what that lady was also talking about. Some cobalt shits. Okay, so we have cathode. So yeah, I understand
Positive
this.
or +4 charged.
All right, all right.
As a result, it wants to gain back an electron. So when we connect the negative and positive terminals to our smartphone, the electrons flow from the lithium, which wants to give up an electron, through the circuits and components in the smartphone, and to the cobalt, which wants to gain an electron. Now here we run into a small issue. With the flow of electrons from the negative to the positive terminal, the cobalt side grows more and more negatively charged, and the other side positively charged. Yes, the electrons do want to flow in this direction, but at the same time, electrons don't like to flow to an area that is growing more and more negatively charged. This is
So the
because
potential
opposite
is
charges
changing.
attract and similar charges repel. So to fix this, we give the now positively charged lithium ions that recently left the graphite a path to move to the other side. This path is called an
Ah,
electrolyte, and its function allows for the lithium ions to migrate over from one side to the other, while not allowing the electrons to move through it. When lithium gets to the cobalt,
does this happen in galvanic cell? Does this happen in the galvanic cell? The gal in the galvanic cell, the this problem of the anode becoming is solved by, so you have a copper residue, right? So the negative, so the electrons, so this Zn is in reaction with the Zn. For this converts into Zn2 plus, giving the electrons, right? And and then these electrons. So okay, so we just have to read again. the galvanic cell. The galvanic cell, well, by Jews. Okay. All right. So Zn2 plus. Okay. Okay. I don't give a shit. The galvanic cell will then, when an electrode is exposed to electrolyte, the electrode interface, the atom of the metal electrode have a tendency to generate ions in the electrolyte solution, leaving behind the electron with the electrode. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So this just happened, but this Zn2 plus. So the anion can flow. So the copper. So actually there is a flow of. Okay. Okay, the flow is there. Anion and cation. The circuit needs to be complete. These electrons here just they do not. So okay, so SO4 2 negative. There are many SO4 2 negatives. Okay. So what is happening? Right. So Zn2 plus, there are excess Zn2 plus ions right here, right? Excess, just because of this. For an example, just let's say one atom of Zn was converted into Zn2 plus and 2 electrons went this way. Light the bulb, potential was lost, but at the end of the day 2 electrons reach this well, whatever this is, right? So this copper plate has 2 electrons extra, which attracts a copper ion and it deposits itself onto this copper plate after accepting these 2 electrons. Now this solution has become 2 electron negative, more electronegative. That means that there is an excess of 2 electrons worth of charge, which is represented by 1 SO4 2 negative ion. Now there is an attractive force which can be applied, which would allow either Zn to go here or SO4 2 negative to go here. Anyway, it's possible, which is allowed by this salt bridge. This is allowed by the salt bridge, right? So the Zn sheds 2 electrons, goes through this charges, loses potential, but at the end of the day 2 electrons end up here. A copper 2 plus ion from copper sulfate solution gets reduced to copper, and an SO4 2 negative is here, and a Zn2 plus excess both are here. The salt bridge is there to complete the circuit or to resolve this excess of charge in the solution. This is how the cell is working. Okay, agar and KCl is provided. Okay, so at the end of the day, the excess is not exactly an excess. That means the SO4 2 negative and the Zn2 plus have not come from somewhere else. They are being consumed. So at the end of the day, what would happen is this Zn is corroding. That is, the plate, if it was of pure zinc, is reducing. The reaction is oxidation, but when we talk about in plain English, meaning that the word reduction means here the actual reduction in volume, actual reduction in amount of Zn in this plate is decreasing. It is decreasing. So when this cell has lived its life, this Zn will be non-existent. This Zn plate will be finished, and the SO4 2 negative, which were binded with copper plus 2, will also be used and will be probably get K2SO4 or something like that, right? And here ZnCl2 may have been formed, and here in the salt bridge I am talking about, there is some kind of another electrolyte that would just resolve the situation. So that would be there, and this salt bridge will also be much more emptier. So that is what it would look like. So at the cost of Zn and at the cost of the salt bridge, we are running this battery. All right. So that is what happening. That is what is happening. So that is what is happening. All right. So at the end of the day, this needs to be resolved. Okay. So this is resolved by the electrolyte. Also.
It again wedges itself or intercalates with the cobalt and oxygen to become lithium cobalt oxide. The lithium isn't regaining its electron. That electron went to the cobalt. It's just balancing out the charge buildup. Let's quickly recap. Here is a full battery.
I hope you can hear the video. I just do not want to rip this guy off, right?
Lithium ions. The electrons flow from the negative terminal through the circuits and components in the smartphone and into the positive terminal to join the cobalt atoms. At the same time, the lithium ions travel through the electrolyte in order to neutralize the charge buildup and keep the reaction going. Here's the chemical formula for the reaction. Thus, at the end of the day, almost all of the lithium has left the graphite layers and joined the cobalt to become lithium cobalt oxide, and your battery is now running on empty. Now that the battery is empty, let's recharge it. We plug in our smartphone, and when we do this, the USB charger applies a higher force on a flow of electrons in the opposite direction. Electrons are pulled out of the cobalt, thus returning cobalt to its +4 state and kicking out the lithium ions. On the other side, electrons are forced onto the graphite, which pulls the lithium through the electrolyte and back into the layers of graphite. As you see, it's the exact opposite of the earlier reaction, which is why this battery is rechargeable. The lithium and its electrons move in one direction when you use the phone, and the opposite when you charge it back up. Okay, so now let's rewind and add a few more details of note. First, these two sides can't touch. If the anode and cathode were to touch, and if there were any lithium left in the graphite, the chemical reaction would accelerate uncontrollably and cause a fire or often a small explosion. Thus, a non-conductive semi-permeable separator that allows the lithium ions to pass through is placed in the middle. And this electrolyte isn't an effective barrier because it's a liquid. The second thing to note is that the graphite and cobalt peroxide aren't good at collecting or distributing the electrons. Thus, a conductive copper layer is added next to the graphite, and a conductive aluminum layer next to the cobalt peroxide. These two layers, or sheets, are called collectors. Okay, on to third. These animations are showing 100% of the lithium moving from the anode to the cathode and back. But in reality, there will always be some percentage of lithium that remains in the anode, cathode, and electrolyte, despite the battery being fully charged or discharged respectively. Continuing to fourth, in order to maximize the capacity of the battery and allow the battery to fit in your smartphone, all these layers are folded and wrapped into a rectangular prism package. I know this is a lot, but fifth and final. In order to regulate the flow of electricity, additional circuitry is added to the top of the battery. This circuitry prevents overcharging and damage to the battery. So the final topic. Why does your battery's max capacity reduce over time? There are several reasons, one of which is that sometimes lithium and the incoming electron react with the electrolyte and organic solvent to form compounds that are called solid electrolyte interphase, or SEI. SEIs irreversibly consume lithium into the electrolyte, thus reducing the overall quantity of lithium and thereby reducing the max capacity of your battery. Another reason is that when you fully discharge your battery until it's dead, it can result in too much lithium on the cobalt side, which causes the irreversible generation of lithium oxide and cobalt-2 oxide. These compounds are stuck in that state, which thereby reduces the amount of lithium and cobalt for future use. So one tip is to not let your battery run until it's empty. It's better to recharge your battery at 30 or 40% than to let it run until it's dead. That about wraps it up. When it comes to batteries, there are hundreds of different chemistries and compounds.
Alright, so we learned that.
Oxygen from the air we breathe at the cathode. It's called an aluminium air or aluminum air battery thing. But this new battery that's being heralded as a revolution does something slightly different. It uses aluminium or aluminum, depending on where you live, at the anode, and then oxygen from the air we breathe at the cathode. It's called an aluminium air or aluminum air battery. This chemistry isn't new. Aluminium air batteries have been around for years and are well known as having a high energy density, around 8 to 9 times what the current lithium ion cells can manage. As a reminder, energy density is literally a measurement of how much energy a battery can store per unit of mass, as opposed to power density, which is a measurement of how much instantaneous energy it can deliver per unit mass. So far, so good, right? I mean, aluminium is the third most common element in the Earth's crust and the first most abundant metal in the same. It's soft and easy to work with, it's pretty darn stable, unlike that pesky lithium, which is super reactive and right at the other end of the periodic table. It's non-toxic, and curiously, no living creature we know uses it for metabolism. There are some super major benefits to using this aluminium air battery over a lithium-ion battery. It's far cheaper to make, it's far more stable, and it's got a far lower carbon footprint in terms of mining and refining. It's capable of storing a whole lot more energy, and is far lighter than many batteries because aluminium is light, and, well, the other bit is air, so, yeah, pretty good. And like I say, using air batteries isn't new. Hearing aid batteries traditionally use zinc air chemistry. Lithium air batteries exist as well, although mostly in a laboratory sense, at least for now. But there are some big disadvantages to aluminium air, and these are things that the coverage so far hasn't dealt with. First, aluminium air batteries have traditionally been pretty toxic. While the aluminium and the air is generally safe, the electrolyte between them has always been a little nasty and not so easy to dispose of. Then there's the fact that the aluminium in the aluminium air batteries actually gets slowly eroded by the air as it discharges, meaning that when it's empty, you have to get more aluminium. You can't just pop it in a recharging circuit and grow the metal back. Jackson says he solved the first problem, and apparently drinks the electrolyte he's developed to prove the point that his new battery chemistry is absolutely safe. But the second part, well, that's still not been solved. What we have here is a fantastically energy-dense battery that, when it's discharged, needs to be completely swapped out before you can carry on with your journey. Is that something you want? Well, that depends, because these batteries are so energy dense. A battery pack 1/8 the physical size of today's modern lithium-ion battery packs would be needed for the same range per charge, or should that be per fill? And that means it's far easier to package that battery inside a car's chassis in a place that's really easy to reach and swap out. And actually, come to think of it, because they are a lot lighter, you'd actually be able to go further per kilowatt hour of energy than you can in today's cars, making them more energy efficient. Naturally, I'm guessing battery swapping will be done by either professionals at the battery swap station, or perhaps even be automated and done with robots. But just like the aluminium air battery pioneered by Israeli firm Finergy, who have been working on this chemistry for years and years, you can, for now at least, say goodbye to the idea of filling up at home from electricity generated on your roof. Aluminium air batteries are amazing things, and and I'd love to see them in electric vehicles. But rather than primary batteries, I'd love to see them used as range extenders, paired with current lithium-ion cells to extend the range of customers' cars when they don't or can't stop en route. This way, everyone can benefit from the energy density of aluminium air without being beholden to having to visit a swap station every time their car needs a new battery pack. You could essentially have an aluminium air plug-in hybrid. With my cynical hat on, I'm imagining this chemistry would be very popular with current purveyors of dino juice, as it keeps people on the same kind of relationship between the car and the fuel. And as such, you can expect this aluminium air battery to get a lot of attention and investment in the coming months. It is, to put it bluntly, almost a fuel cell, but as you're being able to gain complete energy independence from a battery that should last the lifetime of your car, act as a potential battery backup for your home, and allow you to have your own fuel that you generate on your roof and store in your vehicle, well, for now, that's essentially what we have in today's modern lithium-ion cells. There is hope. Lithium air batteries do promise to offer rechargeability down the road, and many different chemists are currently working on that technology. Other types of air batteries are also being researched. But until someone comes up with an air battery where you don't have to replace the metal inside it to refuel, well, I think it's not going to gain a lot of traction. What do you think?
So they are not rechargeable. One of the most important things. More energy dense, cannot be recharged. They cannot be recharged. Alright. Perfect. We understood that. Baby. Fagua. Godan painting. Don't cut chance to kill on. And this is pretty easy. IAB evaluates intellectual property rights in 53 global economies from parent and blah blah blah. International Intellectual Property Index. The Zabarwan Range is a short sub-mountain range between Pir Panjal and Great Himalayan Range in the central part of the Kashmir Valley in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. It is a mountain range between Sindh Valley and Later Valley in the north and south, between the Zanskar and the Jhelum Valley on the east and west, respectively. Pir Panjal and Great Himalayan, so like this and this. Looks garbage. Alright, we have been studying for 1 hour now. Alright, that calls for a celebration. Nice. Noise. That calls for a fucking break. Fucking break from monotony. 10-minute break. 2 sessions up, baby. Yeah, it was complicated game. What the fuck, bro? Come on now. Come on now, keep the energy up. Brr. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. Fuck. Okay. Okay. Fuck no, baby. Fuck no, baby. What? Why? How would we do that? Bro. What? What are you doing, bro? Man. Okay. If you see how. Okay. Okay. What the fuck? Damn. I was winning so hard, bro. I was low as fuck. That is why I lost. Okay. I wish oh no, you didn't see anything. Man, I'm so sad. Man, I'm so sorry, bro. I'm still learning. I'm still learning, bro. Not my fault. Please, I'm really sorry. I was playing chess. Absolutely. I'm very sorry. That was not that was not nice. Damn. I'm so sorry. I'm really am. I really am. Oh man, I'm so sorry. Damn. Oh, no. Whoa. I'll be fucked up if you never hide. Oh. I'll be fucked up if I never had you. So we watch a Christmas waiting on a. So you can hear the amazing voice of Christmas. And then we will get back to studying. So one Christmas video and then we will be back. Till then, I suggest you should read it. Yeah. If you want, you can read. I have some amazing reads here. Okay, so alright. So for diabetes, it's a nice thing. Yeah. Is a different type. Insipidus is without taste, and what we have mellitus, it's sweet tasting piss. Haha.
Always a pleasure.
Baby.
So I could either make 10 fast break moments, 10 times scoring fast break in the same game, or I gotta score 20 times with drop steps or moving threes.
Cool, I'm good.
All right. Anything else you wanted to talk about?
I'm good to go, Tom.
Okay, great. Well, we'll get this into your agreement, and you have a fantastic day.
I'm so excited. I appreciate it.
Good. See you later.
And MP, you keep on giving me interesting answers, makes me want to come up with more interesting questions.
Hey, look, what you got for me?
Okay, well, since you and a lot of other people talk about all this noise awareness stuff, I'm just wondering, like, can you sum up your game in one article?
I mean, it's hard to pick just one item, but I gotta say a nice Will Taylor suit, man. It's comfortable making meals in the day, partying at night. You know, you can count on me in any situation because I own the situation. It sets the standard because there's none better, and you'll never go wrong on a suit or betting on me.
Okay, so now that we know what it is, who's designing it?
Nothing suits me like a suit.
What do you like better? I'm gonna go with Louis.
Nothing suits me like a suit. Anything and anywhere.
Imitated, and guess what?
If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Thanks, MP, but I gotta say, you are a fiery competitor on the court and a philosopher off of it.
This sound like a goodbye. You got to go, right?
Oh, well, you're in the NBA, so I thought maybe you...
Hey, look, man, thank you for a great interview. I got it, man. We should
You could split this to 50.
I see you around, bro.
Bro, 50-50 is the way to go.
So now I gotta try to put John Morant in jail. I'm actually looking at challenge every night.
Yeah.
Can I go post talk?
Can I play 2K22? Bro, it's very expensive, bro. 3,000 for a game? Bro, no. I won't be doing that. Damn, he got blocked. Blocked. He got blocked, bro. He got blocked.
I get a chance to put Morant in jail, and I also get a chance to put Morant
Woo! He was frozen.
They gotta put me on the free throw line because they didn't want me getting that high. They didn't want me to complete that when he got frozen by that crossover move. So smooth. Let's run a pick and roll.
Been watching Chris Move since 2014, bro. 7 years of watching Chris Move. Whoa. Not 2014, exactly 2016.
Pretty good
Yeah,
start to the
2016
game.
definitely. I was in college.
Pops up again. With a simple through
Woo!
the legs move, the dribbles are starting to come together. I'm flowing all over the court.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. At the time when he went to San Francisco, yeah, I was watching that
Uh-oh,
time.
Morant blows by. Another chase down.
Woo! Chase that
Wow.
block, bro. Chase
The
that block,
more
bro.
I play with this build, the more I love it. He thought he had a layup. I said, get that ass out of
Out
here.
of here.
And he even hit the floor, too. And he had a green release on that layup, too. It was going to go in. But
Bro,
it's
that is.
amazing because before I upgraded the block, I could never do this. I
Woo,
would try to go this
woo,
and
woo.
nothing would happen. I've
You
done
wanna
it. I
watch?
put
You
him
wanna
in
watch?
jail.
I guess you wanna watch. Let's see. Maybe this will get copy strike. I don't know. Maybe. I don't care. You deserve to watch this shit, bro.
Look, he's ice cold.
Haha.
Should make a thumbnail or maybe an album cover of all of the players that I put in jail with the ice cold symbol on.
Ooh, Boston. Ooh.
Oh, flying in midair,
Bruh,
leaning to the side. That was crazy.
bro, almost
Oh my
all.
goodness.
Bro, the
He had it
distance is
tried
so
to get it
much.
too late.
I can touch the rim.
Didn't take
I can
away
grab
his
the
time.
rim, but I cannot
Time like
dunk
time.
it.
Give out a man time.
Plus, I'm
Lakers
fat
have
as fuck.
time to make it.
Especially not from that distance, bro. Your body layers. Yeah,
He's on
that
the
can.
run. I'm there.
Ah! Block!
Deflected the pass. Look at me. I'm trying to put everybody in jail. All 5 players. Oh, another block.
Bro.
This shit up ahead.
Easy. When you got more blocks than assists as point guard, bro, something is wrong.
You're guarding me too close. You don't want to do that. Might have to hit you one time. Might have to dance. Uh-oh, the Curry slide. Uh-oh, let it fly. Get over there. See, I momentarily helped.
Yo, he tried
Now
too
I
much.
encourage my teammates to play defense. That's what I want to see. That type of effort. Oh, what a move.
Boom!
Another
That's like LeBron, you know? LeBron dunk,
We're
bro.
locking up this
Right here.
Grizzlies team. Back to me, trailer. Let it fly.
Ah! Foul with 3-point line, bro. CPU getting too antsy, bro.
They're just so antsy.
Oh! He used the same word, bro! He used the same word, bro! Yo! Let's go! Antsy in this
I'll
bit.
hold them to 10 for the rest.
Oh my god, bro.
What is that? Oh, they're not ready for prime time. Another flush.
Yeah.
It's about time they scored, though.
Yo.
Baby,
Yo.
another bad shot. I'm gone. Hit me, pass it. Touchdown pass.
Down the hill.
Touchdown pass. Wow. They always miss me. I'm always open. Oh, wait.
Bro, the noobs. The noobs, bro. Waiting on a noob.
Shot clock. Cheese.
Chris Move is waiting on a noob. Chris Move is waiting on a
Immediately
noob.
coast to coast.
Oh, that's the MJ. That's the Dr. J. That's the MJ Dr. J shit.
Shot clock. Cheese again.
But the animation on NBA 2K is great. Bro, I'm liking 2K22 so far. Oh, shot clock two. Cheese. Easy, bro. Easy, bro.
Even though I got subbed out, we still have the lead. They're double teaming. Splash!
119.
I'm supposed to be requesting a trade, but we just keep winning games. This is winning.
Bro, trade stocks. Oh my god. Whoa. Bro,
Can I go to the
LBJ.
again before
6'4
they-
LBJ.
They're gonna double team. They're double teaming.
Bro, if I made a player, I would get this Donovan Mitchell's dunk package, bro. That scissor legs, bro. That looks so cool.
I've got the step though.
Bro, do you seriously believe Donovan Mitchell is 6'1"?
To put order in disorder.
Ah. Missed the free throw.
Another stop. Let's get this lead back up to 10. Coast to coast again. Another double.
8 dunks in a fucking game, bro.
Hold them to 52 points. That's what I like to do. Great defense.
But Christian Wood,
Uninspired.
yeah,
Teammates to bring this defense. What about
it's my Kenyon Martin. Kenyon Martin challenging Steven Adams? Bro, what?
like
He fucking body that guy.
Durant in jail.
What?
So he doesn't lead them back in the game. Look at me. I'm bumping him. He
Yeah.
can't even
Oh!
dribble. He's going back door.
Yo!
Another block.
Rookie.
Blocking shots. It's not a fluke.
Oh my god.
About to go up. I've got the switch. Let's back this up. We stole this from the
If you
Phoenix
back
Suns.
it
That's what they like to
up,
do. Get the switch.
can you handle that? I'm ready for this work now. Woo! Are you ready for this work now? Watch it, throw me back, throw me back. Are you ready for this work too? Watch me throw it back.
Moves up too quick. Another
Can you handle
possession.
that?
Open.
When I back it up, can you handle that?
Take coming.
You. Oh, bro, quick release. No hesitation.
A team takeover would allow me to get a bunch of highlights. That
Yo.
game.
Crossover move. Bro.
There it is. We're gonna go out with highlights. We're gonna go out having fun.
Oh.
Turn around. You know what time it is.
Splash. Easy, bro.
Does he want to get
Yo. Miles Bridges.
hands on him?
Oh. Wow. He's doing the swimming move. He's swimming. He's swimming in there, bro.
Nowhere to go. I'm gonna put him in
Doing the
jail.
Michael
Why
Phelps,
are you
bro.
spinning? You're going to jail.
Oh my god. Ooh.
Bus driver uppercut. The bus driver block.
Ah. Go to jail. In
Come on,
Monopoly.
Grizzlies, stop it. Stop it. Look, I'm looking right at the
What?
switch. You're going to jail now. Another steal. Another splash.
Ah.
Come on, cuz. I got another switch. You know what time it is. Shot clock cheese. Do I have enough time to get to the basket? I do.
With posterization also happening, baptization of people
Come on, Moran.
happening.
You've had a bad
Yeah,
game. Just
yeah,
pass it.
yeah.
Pass it here, though. Look. Don't do it. I'm right there. Thank you.
Thank you,
Another
sis.
stat of the stats.
Yo,
We continue this winning streak. What a game.
that was nice. That was nice. That was fun. We had fun.
John, what's up?
Wow, absolute domination on the defensive end tonight, MP. Did you enjoy that block party as much as your fans did? Because Twitter is going wild.
Vince Carden on his Slam magazine. That's dope,
You
bro.
know what? I love that, John. Who doesn't love rejection? That's just one of those exciting plays in basketball. It's me versus you, okay? Who's going to come out on top?
Okay, so you're trying to put on a show with all those blocks then.
Oh, absolutely. Got to put on a show for the fans. They deserve it.
What? What am I-
All right.
How is blocking not team oriented? What?
There's a narrative out there that says you'll have more trouble scoring in the playoffs when defenses tighten up and are allowed to play with more physicality. Now, what are your thoughts on that?
Look, I don't pay attention to narratives. As for you guys,
So you don't think you'll have trouble scoring in the playoffs?
no more than anyone else, what is it about my game that you think doesn't translate to the playoffs?
Well, I'm not saying I think this, but the narrative is out there.
The narrative doesn't have any evidence.
Well, I'm just asking what you think.
There's nothing to really to respond to, so that's all I got to say about it.
I almost had another triple-double. Surprisingly, I could not get the final assist. My teammates were not scoring their shots. They were missing their shots. They didn't want to roll on the pick and rolls, but it's all good. We get another dub, and I'm getting some bad.
Yep.
Getting a
We here. We did that. That's nice. All right. Back. Bag it up. You paid attention to the class that I posted up on this Evernote shit, yeah? Science and tech. Literally, one of the greatest facts about diabetes, it's diabetes mellitus when we are talking about diabetes. That is, the fat kid having diabetes, that those buttery and sugary treats everybody been showing on the social media, and the first comment is generally, ooh, a diabetes, it is diabetes on plate, I'm dying, where's my insulin shot? And that over and over fucking used comment, that is diabetes mellitus, and it's gross. Yeah, meaning sweet tasting. What? That's your piss. That's your piss. That is sweet tasting. Diabetes means to pass through. Whatever passes through your body. What? It is urine. Bodily fluids, generally urine. Nobody out here tests. Who the fuck was the first guy to say, I got diabetes. My piss tastes sweet, bro. Basically, it means that your body is not processing sugars properly. The first thing that a body generally tries to do is just to get rid of blood sugar, and when it is not digesting that, it remains, and when blood sugar levels are high, and when your kidneys are just complete, how the kidneys work, kidneys, the nephrons are there. So in the kidneys you have nephrons are those cups, Bowman capsules, and some blood vessels, globules or something like they're called. So basically a bunch of blood vessels in Bowman capsule. So the blood just rushes through that into the Bowman capsule, and there's high pressure, right? So now the blood has important stuff like oxygen and different nutrients and waste, right? And it just the Bowman capsule is made of such kind that it just accepts basically the waste material, and it just transfers that, and water just takes it all from blood, and the oxygen and nutrients are allowed to pass, and then it just does that, collects that, and just stores it into the urinary in the bladder. So that is how your urine is made. So if there is too much blood sugar, it will be also transferred into the water. And why you have much more blood sugar? Because your pancreas are not secreting enough insulin. So that is where it is. Type 2 diabetes is the lifestyle one. The fat kid having diabetes. Yeah. Insipidus. It's nothing. It's nothing. Yeah. Too much. Yeah. Now they're talking about some Zabarwan range. All I wanted to see was, so there are diagrams that completely show where the Himalayas are, especially in the northern side of India. Well, I don't have time for that. What I will try to do is look it up into the atlas. Yeah, I'm talking because I cannot be seen. That is what that is why I'm talking. Unfortunately, my phone died. It has no batteries at this point. So physiographic division in the river basins. It is on the page 12 of the atlas that was printed. First published in 2018. So that atlas of Orient Black Swan. Right. Physiographic division and the river basin. The climate, rainfall, other thing, geology, structure, and soils. Kadapa is the only soil. No. Tourism, heritage, forest, and wildlife. Okay, heritage. So there are some maps. Okay, so you have some maps. So one of the things, yeah. So one of the things that I wanted to upload is the mnemonics. My mnemonic shit is fire. That's fire. It's fire. It's really good. I wanted to make a video about that, but I don't have a video camera at present, so it will come later. I just wanted to post that videos. I just wanted to have one more mnemonic video, but yeah. So when we are talking about the uranium reserves. So the mnemonic for that is Chat Ka Raja Meghalaya. My teeth, they grind it. So Chat Ka Raja Meghalaya, that means that we have Chhattisgarh. Uh, we have Chhattisgarh, Chatka. Then we have Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Rajasthan, Jharkhand, Chatka Raja, and Meghalaya. At least these six in the uranium reserve. So, so where exactly then it's about understanding in the map. So the Jharkhand area is the Singhbum, right? The area in the Singhbum. So that is where the uranium is, and then the Meghalaya there's the Khasi range. That is where the uranium is. In the Andhra Pradesh, there's the Kadapa region. That is where the uranium is. In the Rajasthan, the Aravali range. There's where the uranium is. Near the Kolar field, there is Karnataka, and then in the Chhattisgarh and Odisha border, there is uranium. So that is where uranium is. Thorium is easy. It's on the eastern coast, and Kerala plus eastern coast. So basically, the Nike swoosh is there. Now, one of the mnemonics for so these kind of things that are really great. I like those. And now couple that with the nuclear reactor that we had read, but that is just going way out of the mnemonics quota. Trying to explain all of that shit to you, bro. So the map, uh, so the map helps. That is certainly something that we. So they were talking about something called. Uh, See, this is why I don't like this. So this is Zanskar Mountains. Then there's Pir Punjab. So Devsai. I want to do so I don't want to spend so much time, bro. I just wanted to be done with. It would have been helpful if they would have just had a picture. That would have made it so much easier. So we have the Karakoram on the top of the top. You know, the top of the top. Gashar Brahman Saltor. Yeah. K28611. Then we have Kanchanjunga. Kanchanjunga. Kanchanjunga, bro. Kanchanjunga, bro. Kanchanjunga road. Kanchanjunga road. 8.98. So K2. Does K2 come in India or not? Does K2 comes in India? K2 in India or not? India or Pakistan? It's located in the Paul in the Chinese administrative enclave of the Kashmir region in the Uyghur Iran. So it is Chinese. So it is not considered to be in India at the moment, especially. It's not in the Indian administrated area. Shakstam or Mutsa. In where Siachen. Siachen is much lower. Siachen and then oh my god, I got a shit. Really, really bad. Zabarwani. I am really not talking about this at all. So as I would like not to hear me while I shit. I'm back, obviously. We here trying to do Zabarwan range stuff, right? Yeah. So Zabarwan range, they say Zabarwan range is a short sub-mountain range between Pir Panjal and Great Himalayan Range in the central part. Great Himalayan Range. I don't know about this fucking shit. What? So, it's between Sindh Valley. I don't know, man. I don't care. Hoga. It is simple. It was simple. It was simple. It was simple. It was simple. Mascarine. What the fuck? People know this. I don't know, man. What the fuck? Mascarini Plateau includes the Mascarini Islands, Hawkins Bank, Nazaret Bank, the Saidamala Bank, and the Southern Bank, I don't know, are the mountainous islands of Mauritius. Reunion. Okay, so Reunion. Oh. Mountainous range. Ah. So are they in some kind of news or something? Mascarini Islands. News or some shit. The top islands. There's no news. Giant tortoise and there is no news. Just because Shigmo. I just completely guessed that shit. Ghori Modini. Fugadi Gofa among the many dance. This is the rich golden harvest of paddy by the tribal communities of Goa. Agricultural communities include the Kundis, Goras, and Velips celebrate the festival. This was completely tukka. It ranks states based on the degree of reforms launched by Niti Aayog. So reforms means Niti. That should be the case. According to the Agriculture Marketing and Farmer Friendly Reform Index, a score of 0 implies no reform, while a score of 100 means complete reforms. They take into account several parameters like states' implementation of the Model Agricultural Marketing Act, joining ENA, special treatment of fruits and vegetables for marketing, and level of taxes in state-regulated mandis. These indicators reveal the ease of doing agribusiness and the opportunities for farmers to benefit from the modern trade. The Aayog said it added that the indicators also reflect the level of competitiveness, efficiency, and transparency in the agricultural market. The other parameters included in the index are relaxation in restrictions related to lease of farmlands and tenant farmers, and the freedom farmers have to fell and transport trees on their land, which allows them to diversify their income. Secured overnight, so this was fucking wrong. Secured overnight financing rate is a benchmark that financial institutions use to price. So basically it was B, not second. SOFR is linked to US Treasury market transactions. LIBOR is the interest rate average submitted. Second was that is why second was sus. I was just going in between those. I thought maybe this was also submitted by the UK banks. Yeah. So SOFR is a benchmark that financial institutions use to price loans for businesses and consumers. SOFR is based on completed financial transactions, while LIBOR has come to rely on quotes. Okay, so SOFR is based on completed financial transactions, completed, while LIBOR has come to rely on quotes from reporting banks that aren't necessarily from actual financial transactions. And so FR is an identified replacement for USD LIBOR, which is expected to be phased out at the end of 2021. The sunset for the LIBOR has been triggered by the decisions of the Financial Conduct Authority (FCA) in the UK not to compel contributions from banks for LIBOR calculations after December 2021. US Treasury market transactions. So SOFR is a replacement for LIBOR, right? This was completed. I did not know that. It's a UN-led movement which campaigns against incitement to national faith for rights. What? So the legislative patterns, judicial practices, and government policies that undercut peaceful coexistence of different faiths. Oh, peaceful coexistence. Okay. So government policies, judicial practices, legislative processes that undercut the peaceful coexistence of different faiths. The faith for right frameworks provides space for cross-disciplinary reflection and action on deep and mutually enriching connections between religions and human rights. The objective is to foster the development of peaceful societies which uphold human dignity and equality for all, and where diversity is not just tolerated but fully tolerated and fully respected and celebrated. Faith for rights. So basically, UN-led framework, F4R framework, faith for rights. Basically, a connect between religion and human rights by UN. I don't give a fuck. The report is brought by the International Renewable Energy Agency ARENA. It outlines global strategies towards carbon neutrality and leads way to climate safe pathways by 2050. Global strategy towards carbon neutrality and leads the way to a climate safe 1.5 degree pathway by 2050. 2050. The report proposes energy transition solutions for the narrow pathways available to contain the rise of temperature to 1.5 degrees Celsius and halt global warming. ARENA is okay. So the report proposes energy transition solutions. All right. This is World Energy Transition. So energy transition, that gave it away. That gave it away. Lake Baikal. I just don't know. I thought it was only in Russia. There was an option that is one. Wow, damn! I was fucking retarded. I thought I knew this. It's the largest freshwater lake by volume. Ah, I'm fucking retarded. College of Fisheries, Mangaluru has urged the union government to notify groups of submerged coral reefs of the coastal Karnataka is sensitive and treated them on par with Lakshadweep Islands. And Survey of India has named Bussas de Petra, Cordian, Sesostris Bank. They may be the extension of the Lakshadweep Islands towards the north of the Lakshadweep waters. The reef are known to harbor some of the endangered species such as sharks, spotted skates, raised lobsters, lobsters, shells which are listed under Schedule 1 of the Wildlife Protection Act, including large biodiversity comprising seaweeds and sea plants. If the reefs are overfished, they become barren and the biodiversity totally lost. Such submerged reefs also acts as breeding and spawning areas for several commercially important fishes, important important imported fish and shellfish, including mollusks and starfish. Dugongs? What? I thought these manatee looking ass just existed in the Gulf of Mannar. What? Okay. It's like a limit skink and fishing cat. Alright. So dugongs are also in Chilka Lake. What the fuck? Algal House. Cape Algal House. Ooh, it's a bottom, bro. It's a bottom, bro. Ooh, it is. No doubt. Cape Algal House. Alright. I just was wrong. Medinipur and Medini and common tribes. Savara. 72%. It was easy. Karagi is an additive used to thicken, emulsify, and preserve foods and drinks. It's a natural ingredient that comes from red seaweed, also called Irish moss. Carrageenan tends to be vegan and vegetarian product since it's black. Oh, okay, it's used to replace. So carrageenan is an additive. Is that yeah? Carrageenan is vegan alternative to gelatin. Inactive excipient. Helical paths. Imagine. Okay. Tiruvan. He was a Shaiva poet saint of Tamil Nadu, lived in the 7th century Common Era. The surviving composition of Sambandar are okay, so he's also Samband. Thirugyan Sambandar. So it was like Thiru is Gyan is there is something. So Thiru some Sambandar. Alright. Thirugyan Shut it. Shut it. Shab. Bambole. Number 7. Preserved in the 3 volumes of Tirumurai. Or Shaiva Siddhant. He is one of the most prominent of the 63 Nayanars. Tamil Shaiva Bhakti saints who lived apart. In almost all Shiv temples in Tamil Nadu. Rajaraja Chola. Rajaraja Chola is much later than 7th century CE. Dancing child or a young chingu, right? Forefinger pointing upwards, reflecting the legend where he created credits. Alright. So is there something saying Thirugyan? In news Srila Sri Hari Srila Sri Harihar. What's your answer? Yeah, hydrogen is more of it. So this is wrong, right? Straight up wrong. Only correct. Third was wrong on that basis only. So B is the correct answer. This is completely easy, 64% answer. Ken Beth was also 81%. This is completely fine. Uh, uh, ये तो मुझे पता था Syria Turkey border. Last UN aid delivery point is Bab al Hawa, non-fungible tokens. Artificial scarcity could do, but they cannot actually. Absolutely. The Muzahara movement had started in 1930 in Punjab, which Riyala Riyasat. The entire province was called Pepsu soon after independence before name. Finally being named Punjab in the 50s, land was working landless farmers. The movement started to take ownership of the land after tilling it for years together. The movement secularized for the oppressed tenant farmers. This leher started in 1930s under the British movement. Jagadar used to see share in cost of farmers of many villages. So the farmers were slaves of Jagadars, Maharaj, and the British under this punished as well. Not tenant. They were not even tenants. Actually, they were. Yeah. Only Afghanistan, Bhutan, and Nepal have a higher trade share. Is today's this I knew market in the region is Bangladesh. Okay, largest import from Myanmar. What do you import from Myanmar? And Iraq. Okay. So basic stats. So basic stats are also need. So let's just do this in learning from tests. Right time. Basic stats. Right now. Country. So China. Then then US. Then Iraq. Alright. Whoa. Oh, you fucked up. This is what I'm saying. I'm so bad at this, bro. UA, US, UA, and China. And Singapore. Whoa, I'll be fucked up if it ever. So super agar rice actually rice that curry. So we have some kind of break at this point. It is the correct time to see this. Yeah. Oh, that a Jimmy High Roller video. All right, I'll see that. Oh, it has NVA footage. I cannot. Oh my god. So basically, I will watch it. You all fucking study, bitch ass, bitch asses. Yep. Just 1 second, bro. Oh no. Oh no. Is the what? Incorrect. Inflation target. 2016. Absolutely. This was incorrect. Training consumers? What? Pollution for in so Paracel is above, which that's 1 to 2. I'll take A. This. All right. Unaffected during heavy rain or low hanging clouds. Not affected by extreme weather. You are wrong. Fuck you. So simple. Ah, shit. Oh, damn. So you go with the military. Right. Okay. अरे come on यार. Just cannot even do what you wanna do, bro. Sheesh. Damn, man. Retake. Fucking bitch me, bro. Second को काट दीजिए. Okay, South China Sea. This is not enough. 3. Aluminum ware are cheaper. They cannot be recharged. मान ली ट्रेडिशन हटा दीजिए. फगुआ नृत्य. हाँ ये झारखंड का है. बट ये नहीं है. सेकंड को करते ही क्योंकि ये बिहार का है. झरनी झंझिया. झरनी. फगवान. Facilitate us. Okay, so Kashmir. So it is a statutory body. Is the agency. Muscat. Entry Union Shigmo is for Goa. It is a harvest festival. Golden rice. Niti Ayog because reforms. SOFR is for US Treasury transaction rate basically. So second is wrong. First is correct. F is for human rights and faith. Arena, Russia, coral reefs on Karnataka. Coradivensis ostrich-back, fishing cat. Dugongs are also there. All of them are there. Chilka. No. Agularas. Lodha and Sabar. East. So cutting 1. 3. From this Sabar. Carrageenan is the alternative to Carrageenan. Carrageenan is an alternative to gelatin. So it is correct. It is naturally available. It is a seaweed. Is the river? Okay, 1 and 3. It's between Iran and China. Saint Thirugyan Sambandar. Not. It's a Shiva saint. He's a Shiva saint. So first being wrong, we have 3. Helium was found by this is correct, and they fucked it up basically. It is available in all forms. It should be this, but they had this. I know, but just for 3 and 4 and Panna diagram. This Al Hawa is Syria and Turkey. It is the last crossing point of humanitarian aid into Syria. Your first is correct only. Okay, the movement was concentrated. So Muzaras were in 1930s. The landless tenants were known as Muzaras in Punjab. That's Punjab region. Obviously the first. Bangladesh is India's largest trading partner. This is correct. Bhutan, Nepal, and Bangladesh have Bhutan, Nepal, and Afghanistan have a higher trade. Bangladesh has higher trade with China. The second is correct, and first is also correct. Largest imports come from Myanmar. So correct. The flexible inflation target framework is 2016. Obviously, the first was wrong. If in future the prices are going to inflation, with inflation prices are going to rise by now. Basically, it is not a UN body. Pradesh. So Riau Island are between Malaysia and Indonesia, and Whitsun is lower than Purcell. So 132. Lidar. This was also, they also fucked it up, but still. So Somalia and Djibouti, and so basically removing Oman, whatever the answer is. System requires higher labor cost, so removing second. They don't have any gluten. Right, doing for rest. The second is false. Lazy, sound rockets. Okay, so this 100-second was about making NCBC constitutional body. The 338B. And 338B is the power of President by notification to add into SCBC, and 342A is the wait. 338B makes it the constitutional body, and 342A allows President to by notification adding any caste into SCBCs. Yes, 2 and 3. Kaladhan is a river from Myanmar to connecting northeast Myanmar and Mizoram. Okay, look in Maharashtra, Switzerland, I knew that, and all right, we did that. Three hours, bro, straight up. So we did that, and that. May this quickly, then we will go. If it is possible, then we will just finishing all of them, and then we will go for one more round, and then we will be done with fucking current affairs till July, August, and then we won't have anything in September. That would be all. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 5, 6 tests remaining. We shall do all of these 6 today. 6 tests remain. 6 tests will be done today. Completing the current affairs bullshit today. At max tomorrow, and then we will have other tests doing all of them, and then one more round all of these tests, and then we will be okay, right? Then we will do everything. Then we have done all. When we have done all, then we'll go for vision. After vision, we'll have completed everything, I guess. Yeah, that would be the case, like economic survey and budget, whatever it is, everything will be done. Apart from CSATs, everything will be done. Alright. Let's go. So what are you watching? Yeah, fine. You're watching this. What the fuck? Where the fuck are you? Death loop. Painting. Feigning. Hey! What the fuck just happened, bro? Okay, so this is another tab. You might not be seeing what I'm seeing, right? Yeah. Unfortunately, it was on the tab. Just being quick enough. Yes. Fuck you, beach! One, that was way too fast. Alright. Right. Right. Yes. Huh? Oh shit! I lost him dying. Oh damn! Ooh damn! Uh, okay. Oh damn! He's so much faster, bro. Oh, damn, that was so bad. It's so much better, bro. He's just so much better, bro. He's just so much better. What the fuck? It's irritating, bro. अब and चोद यार, fuck. He was so much better, bro. He was really, really good. Eh, okay. Oh, oh shit. Yeah, he did that. Ah, what does he choose? Oh shit. Um, who cares? Just a tiny bit. He was faster. Um, okay. Ah, fuck. Please fucking hit hard. He won something against me? What? And here. Hello. Easy. Ah, GG's. GG's. It was GG's right there. Fuck. What? What? Yes. Well, I think this is the way to go. What? I would leave that. What? It is even worse. Who cares? What the fuck? Damn. What? No way! I lost to that shit. What? Ah, good dick. I just fucked up. Yes. Oh, he anticipated that. Oh, that was nice. Ah, what? Ah, no, no, no. Well. It is what it is. Yeah? Yes! I just flagged this guy really hard. The recognition of the time constraint was just absolutely key. Okay. That's fine. Yes. So whenever we come this one. Oh, yes, we have this. Yes. Oh, no. Alright. Oh, come on. What the fuck? No way. It was fine. It was fine until that moment. I just could have just gotten back. Oh! Yes, finally. What? Why? You are a piece of bro. What? Alright. Okay. That's fine. Ooh, dang. Wow, this is bad. Just, just very bad. Oh fuck. Oh. Ah, fuck. Ah, dude. It's fucked up. Eh. Got it. Right, we are back. We played so much, bro. I'm ending the stream right here. After breakfast, we'll come back.